I know a couple of people who are at the NWCA convention where Flow kind of explained their new formatting and how they're doing it, and they said give them 2 years. They'll have everything like figured out. It'll be like will be synced up from old track, but it's going to be a process to get it like with all the results linked to your kids' stuff, and then just to make it run to the capability and the way they intended to. They feel it'll be about a 2-year process.
Welcome, guys. It is November 2nd, 2025. We are on the week of the eve week of the high school wrestling season. Obviously, although the high school wrestling season starts in a week, there's been plenty of wrestling that has continued through, and we're here to talk about it tonight. And Jim, remind me of the schedule. So first, we wanted topic of order is to kind of go over some of the recent college wrestling commits. And from top of mind, who wants to start that? I have some commits, but I know some of you guys have some information as well.
Let's go in order because I don't think we ever got the Jusniski last week. That works in order.
And
Eric Rodriguez.
Yep.
Noble.
You go.
Either. So.
Oh yeah, and Noble going to Arizona State because that was a quick one. So yeah, let's do them in. Would that be chronological order?
Yeah, weight class order. I don't know which one came first. I think Noble's was first. Let's go. You go with Noble first, Arizona State.
Yep, Caleb Noble to Arizona State. And
that's a big one. I mean, Arizona State must have really came after him right away because he's it seemed pretty quick too.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And then next one up, Vince Jasinski. Mark, tell me about him. You know,
dude, he's a scrappy dude, man. He's going to UNI. He's going to follow Mark Jolkover, his head coach, where he went. Go wrestle with Schwab. Vince is getting so much better in the last year and a half. He's always been a tough, scrappy kid. I mean, he's just a full-time. All he wants to do is wrestle. So I mean, kind of a perfect fit. I think he's going to love Northern Iowa.
Yeah, and he had a teammate of his also committed. So a couple kids out of Grant.
Yeah, Eric Rodriguez is going to Central Michigan, which makes sense because Alex Kramer, whose dad is an assistant coach at Grant forever and is real good buddies with Joe Culver, Alex and Adrian. Adrian's still at Central Michigan. So I think that was kind of the connection there, how that kind of came about. Was that connection. So he's going to go wrestle at Central Michigan, which to me is probably that's the premier program in the MAC historically. So I think he's going to love it there. The Kramers love it there. So Eric's tough as heck.
I forget it. Where is Central Michigan located? I'm assuming Central Michigan, but you know what's the city it is?
I'm going to say that we got that kid in the bottom right corner of the screen, Aiden, and I bet he might know.
Aiden, I have no clue, to be honest with you.
There we go.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Aiden.
Yeah. Aiden normally knows a lot
Dude,
but
yes, he does.
Michigan is a challenge.
I believe it's
in Mount Pleasant.
Mount Pleasant. All right. I've never been there. All right, Jim, next up, who else you got on the college committing list?
The Cassiope, so Brody Sindel and the Cassiope twins, Rocco and Bruno, all three going to Wisconsin.
Which is like we talked about before, all three are going to be planning on going to the Badgers. That's pretty cool to have, all three going to go there. And then from what I understand, Connor Diemel, last year's 195 pounder or 175 or 195. I think he was the.
I think
Diemel was 75 because Kurt Smith was at 90.
Yep. So 175 pounder. Connor Diemel is supposedly gray shirting, and the plan is to be at Wisconsin too. So Hononegah kids are sending their kids to Tony Cassiope, former Hononegah, Iowa All-American. Yeah, good for the Badgers.
For sure.
And obviously Maddie Jens is up there too.
Yeah, and I don't think
Maddie works out with Brody quite a bit. He comes up there.
Also, who is another St. Charles kid is up there as well.
Waddle's up there too.
Waddles are up there.
Oh
Aiden, who were
God,
you
what is
saying?
his name? Robinson. Robinson transferred there.
Lane Robinson.
Lane Robinson transferred there this year.
And then I believe, damn, dude. Who's the lawyer
Danny
from in
Sheen.
there?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Danny
Sheen.
Sheen's up there.
Sheen's left. Sheen left.
Sheen's not there?
Yeah, he left the beginning of the year.
Got it. Well, either way, there's some Illinois kids up there. Wisconsin got 3 out of the northern Illinois area. Good for them. And let's see, any others? Narden, you got any other college commits?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I know Teese has a visit to McKendree. That's about. I haven't heard a whole hell bunch, a lot actually.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. It's right in his backyard.
Yeah, you're talking Lyndon Teese from
Yep.
Yeah, Roxana.
Roxana. Yeah. Yeah, I think this week is probably one of the last weeks to announce any commitments if you're gonna make them. So,
Yeah.
I forget.
everything's-
Wisconsin had a pretty decent kid up there on a visit today. Who was it? Carter's. Can't remember. I saw something.
saw it.
If you don't like Reader and Bono,
Yeah,
you got something wrong with you anyways. Those guys are solid.
Yeah, they're good guys.
Yeah, real good guys.
Been meaning to get a chance to go up and play Reader in some golf. I heard he's been trying to take up the sport, but I don't know if he's got the game.
Yeah. No, man. We spent a ton of time in Madison over the last,
Yeah,
like
right
during-
after
like
after
from
right after
8th grade
nationals.
COVID to
Oh
just
my God. Feel like
We
I
were
should
in
have
Madison
stock
a
in
lot.
the Madison and the Dells.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
yeah. Everybody moved there
Holy
during
cow.
those years. Yeah, not too. I was up at Madison at the after nationals at the RTC practice. Yeah, been up there. It's a close place. What else is going on, Jim? We're the next on the list. I got to make sure I bring this up. Were we going to go with PNL first, or were we going to go to
Midwest Preseason Nationals in Bloomington.
which one are
If we do that one, I have all the dope pulled up on my phone for that.
Okay.
How did you see that, Jim? Because that was one of the ones that I went to earlier, and it just on the brackets and results, it just says pending on my Flow Pro account.
I went to USA Wrestling
Okay.
and went to like completed events and then found it there.
All right, so this Midwest Preseason Nationals, that's being held in Peoria, correct?
I thought it was Bloomington.
Bloomington.
Illinois Wesleyan. It said Wesleyan.
Got it. Down south, central
They have
Illinois.
2 events there up here.
And
I can give his results, but the weight classes, they're blocked weight, so I can give you the spread of the weight, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I can do that.
Yeah.
Or I can just tell you what weight it would have fell in, but that doesn't really work. But here we go with like 9th. So they have the grades. They're 9th, 10th grade, and then 11th, 12th. Started 9, 10, and then the first weight for that went from 100 to 110. Dakota Harmon out of Marquette won it. William Baus got a Frem, took 2nd. Griffin Deal, PSF, 3rd. Vigo Barnowski, TWA, 4th. Joseph Morse out of Alber Athletics took 5th. Kevin Rosa out of Brunson Built took 6th. And we know Joe Morse, right?
yeah,
Dog.
Big Joe.
Big Joe. Yeah, he's down Sterling Newman kid.
Yeah.
He'll be there this year. This year,
Yeah. Yep. He's a freshman.
freshman, probably 106 pounder.
Yeah, definitely.
9, 10 again. So 108 to 117. Brandon Gaither wins it. It says unattached, but he's out of Olympia.
Unattached.
Unattached. Lucas Crandall from Frem. Drevin Bramlett from PSF. Cam Whitehead, Alber Athletics, Winnebago, for high school purposes. 4th, Evan Johnson Bishop McNamara. Remember Evan Johnson, Stewie? That's the dark. Remember him? He would come up. His dad's the Jack guy.
Yeah,
He'd come up from Kankakee.
the real little guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. He's at a different school and he's doing real well. 113 to 124. That's a hell of a spread, right? Liam Major, Illini Bluffs, took 4th. Kyler Girico took 5th. Phoenix Sanderson from 1006 Legacy took 6th. So here's why I don't have 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, because that means they're not from Illinois. Because the filter I have on here is Illinois only. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's cool though. You can put a filter in and it will show you Illinois only.
yeah.
That's good.
I'm kind of a tech guy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Did you have any? Yeah. Keep going. What was
What-
Never mind. Yeah.
These are all 9
who did
10ths,
it?
so these will all be 9 10ths till I say they're not. How about that?
Yeah. So they
124,
split it freshman,
136.
sophomore, junior, senior.
Correct. And I know you could double bracket because we've done that before, but I don't know. Maybe some kids did. 124 to 136. Adonis Washington wins it. Emmett out of Harvey doesn't show a high school. Emmett Roeder Hayworth. I guess it won't show high schools yet for a lot of these kids because it's still a preseason tournament.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Landon Darst, Galesburg, 4th. Corbin Brown, Tigertown Tailors, or Tigertown Tanglers out of Princeton. Corbin Brown. Logan Torrance out of Sandwich took 6th. Next weight group would be 128 to 140. Damn, dude.
That's a big one.
It's a big jump. Jaden Washington. Says all it says. I don't have nothing next to it. I mean, could it be
Where's
Jaden
Jaden?
Washington?
He was wrestling there. I know. I did see a picture of him.
And where's Jaden
Really?
Washington from?
He's a Harvey Twister Victory Elite kid.
Okay.
Not sure where he'll go to high school.
He's on CCP, isn't he?
Really? I don't think he's in high school yet. He's not even old enough. I think
No,
he's an 8th grader.
he's an 8th grader.
Okay.
Yeah. I could touch his name right now because it's in blue, but if I do, I might not be able to get back to where I'm at to confirm that it's Jaden Washington, like Popeye, like the Jaden Washington. I just don't know,
All right, we'll keep moving.
Cole Van Middlesworth took 2nd. Tennyson Hampton, 3rd. Ryder Thompson, 4th. Aaron Brown, 5th. And Trevion Murphy takes 6th. Next weight class would be 130 to 141. 2nd place, so somebody from a non-Illinois kid won this. 2nd place was Blaze Quas. 3rd, Aiden.
Olympia.
Oh, okay? You know him? Am I saying his name correctly?
Yeah, you said it right. He's a freshman or sophomore this year.
Crazy that you got his name right, not your name.
Yeah.
No. He does it just to torment me.
Aiden Chun. No club. Isaac Liu, no club. Talon Path, Blankenship. And then Jude Wild took 6th. I feel like I butchered all those names, but next weight class be 133 to 146. 1st place Tijon Beals. 2nd place Jacob Sutphin. I feel like I've heard that name before. Jacob Sutphin. Who is he?
Yeah. He's south of here, south of Champaign.
Okay. And then 4th place Hunter Heath out of Belvedere. You know Hunter Heath, Dalton?
I know Hunter.
And then 6th place would be Brandon Operman. And yeah, I did jump a weights because it goes 1st, 2nd, 4th, 6th. So that means non-Illinois kids.
Brandon Opperman.
Are you out of Pontiac?
Mm-hmm.
142 to 155.
We're still in 9-10. Okay.
Right, still in 9-10. Landon Vincent. Barrett Speck. Holy shit, he's big. Wasn't he a 20-pounder last year?
Mm-hmm.
I do believe so.
Barrett Speck took 2nd. Joshua Delgado, 4th. Gabriel Oliveria, 5th. Angel Martinez, 6th.
What was the weight spread on that class, Jim?
142. Well, 142.2 to 155.8.
Jesus. Was that a day of weigh-in? Had to be, right?
Yeah,
I
it is the
don't
morning
know.
of. The morning
Is it?
of. Yep.
Yeah, Spec took 5th place at 120 last year.
So it'll probably be at 26. He probably weighed like low 42s.
Yeah,
True.
he might. Yeah, he might have been the small one.
Yeah.
Next weight class 150 to 164. Arturo Balderas.
Artie Balderas. Oh, yeah.
All right, we know him.
Mm-hmm.
Imran Bozif out of Suplex. So that's like all the Russian guys, right? The Suplex and
Yeah. Mount Prospect, Palatine area guys. Yeah.
yeah. Kenzer Burrell, Coleman Denault, Tanner Hansen, and Samuel Dial. That's 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. All Illinois kids. All right, we got a 160 to 174. Landon Weidler. Cam Young took 2nd. Cameron Young. Damn, how big's Cam Young? 160 to 174.
He's about 160 right now.
Yeah, he's big, tall.
Jackson Gustafsson. Logan Wagner. Mason Grismore. And I'm gonna butcher this. Benjamin Guzowicz.
Who is this?
Guzkicz.
Okay.
Once you say it once, I'd probably, I just can't figure that one
Sound
out.
like you're gargling on rocks over there trying to say it.
Wake 170 or 169 to 184. Reed Ballas, Braden Quas, so he has a brother. Ehler.
Yeah.
Quas
Yep.
has a brother.
Yes. Sorry.
Kevin Sanchez, Oliver Stone, and Abood Ali.
And this tournament is obviously Illinois like heavy as far as kids that go to this tournament.
I
It's
think
a
yeah.
national, it says it's a preseason national tournament, but obviously heavy Illinois kids, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, what makes a tournament a national tournament besides opening it up to
Everybody.
The
other
country.
states?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we attended Devin and I attended our annual rules clinic for IHSA officiating and stuff today, and a couple of those guys were all spun out. They'd officiated there yesterday and said there was a kid that hit a pretty nasty cutback and broke the other kid's ankle. They said they weren't going to show us the video, but it was too graphic.
They couldn't handle it. They didn't want
It might hurt somebody's feelings, or I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, you got to see all that stuff. If it might happen, you better be prepared for it.
Yeah.
They don't let firemen not see videos.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're talking cutback like on the feet thing.
Yeah, he left, both feet left the ground to take his opponent's legs out.
All right, Jim, continue. Sorry.
All right, we're still at 910, 179 to 197. Joshua Kodelik out of Sandwich. Noah Stout, Albert Athletics. Who's that, dog?
Morrison kid.
Okay. Tristan Stamp, Hayworth. Tommy Trues, built by Brunson. Alex Williams, Suplex. Daniel Arolia, Sandwich. 207 to 218. Wade Reese and Lucas Thornton for 2nd. I'm assuming maybe it was a small bracket. I mean, freshman, sophomore, I don't know. Or those are just the Illinois kids. 247 to 279. Cayman Anderson, Sir Sean Allen, and Steven Vansel. This is taking long. I don't know. This is probably, they're all Illinois kids, so I guess it's a necessary evil. We're in 11th and 12th grade. Yeah. I can go as fast as I can. Starting at 4th place. So that's the best in Illinois did was 4th. 111 to 121. Donovan Lowry, Antonis Razulis, and Ethan Bell. 123 to 135. Kale Lyons, Luis Flores, Justin Forbes, Cole Forsyth, and Danny
Forsyth.
Martinez.
Danny.
The man.
Danny.
Danny's
Back
wrestling again?
Danny's on the cut.
He's back in wrestling. What weight was that?
That was 123 to 135. So he's probably the 35 pounder then.
Yeah. And Forsyth, what weight was he? Because
I don't know. I just know he was in that group. So he was somewhere between 123 and 135.
okay. Well, as you rattle these off, what I was trying to do is search and see how they placed last year in the state tournament. I mean, Barrett Speck right now, I think, is maybe so far the only one that was like a returning state placer that we know of that we placed. But yeah, keep going. Anybody knows any of the guys that mentioned? Speak up, talk about them.
I see two familiar names in this one. So 125, well, 125.9. So we'll call it 126 to 138. Corey Zader, Nate Duffield, Zyler Hansen,
Okay.
Kobe Clark. Remember him? Another Marquette kid. That's the Kobe Clark's the kid, the eyebrows kid, I believe, right? The kid with real nice eyebrows. Is that him, dog, or not?
I'm not sure.
I think it is. Mark Kozlaw and Corbin Zeiset. 138 to 150. Damn, that's a big jump, right? And now here's the other thing. When you register, this is like the old school where you sign your kid up, you put him down beginner, average, good, excellent. So that has something to do with these weight, like the way that they're put in there, you know.
Really?
So there was still an option to enter your kid as a beginner. Which 138 to 150. Adante Washington.
No. Him.
Colin Huminski. Jake Hardesty. Brandon Carbone. Mark.
Chris Lake Central.
Gus Saletta. And Adrian Flores.
Now Washington, where was he at?
He was at Flossmoor, I believe, but is now at JCA.
Okay.
Yep.
141 to 155. Tyler Barlow, Landon Van Acker.
Yep. Landon.
Jacob.
Landon's from Belvedere.
Yep, it's got him at ISI here.
Well, just want to show the Belvedere family the support, you know.
Jacob Veltri La Femina, Jared Edwards, and
Wait,
Bo Thompson. No, Bo Thompson. That's the eyebrow kid from Marquette. Bo Thompson.
Did you just say like a restaurant name? What did you say?
Jacob
something
Veltri,
La Petite.
Yeah.
Jacob Veltri La Femina.
I was like, La Familia.
What's Bo's little brother's name? They're all
Bo
wrestling.
Thompson?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
I don't know.
He's still in
Okay.
Joe.
So he'd be a Wolfpack kid? Is he with like
Yeah.
Noonan? Okay.
Yep.
He's a
142 to 156. Zachary Bryant, Max Vencia, Brady Ellis, Max Mulhern, Andrew Logness, and Justice Verona. 151 to 166. This is started at second place. Caden Lujbenko, Cage Richardson, and Timothy Garman. 160 to 172, Armani Miola, Ahmed Al-Janbi, Jacob Becker, Trevor Faith, and Hagen Hughes. 168 to 177, Pierre Walton. Who's that, Mark? Or who is that?
He's St. Louis. He transferred to Bethalto Civic Memorial this year. He'll be in 1A. He won it in 2A last year.
He's at Althoff.
Or Althoff, yeah.
Was he the state champ that threw the coach?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. East St. Louis kid.
He beat Montez.
Yep, and then he beat Tenuta from Montini Catholic in the finals. So he was down 8-0 and took him for a ride and stuck him.
Wild ride. I do remember that.
I knew the name. I didn't know why. So
Yeah.
Pierre Walton, first and then fourth place, Cole Smith, and then fifth place, Josiah Williams. So no Illinois kids, second, third. Next weight class be 177 to 195. Riley Leaflet.
Riley.
That's another Marquette guy. Johnny Raymaker. Johnny Strauss. Who's that? He's from Winnebago. You don't know him, Doug?
No, beats me.
Wow.
I want to get back to Johnny Rainmaker. Is he part of like the Navajo tribe?
Rammaker. R-A-M-A-K.
Oh, Rainmaker. My bad. I thought you said Rainmaker.
No.
Well, he should change it. That'd be funny.
Be way cooler.
Yeah.
And then
Rainmaker.
Rolando.
We're gonna make it rain.
Rolando Luna Ramos.
Okay.
181 to 198. Caden Roach. Jackson Allen. Kaysen Lyons. Maxim Yak Maishim. And Jake Helsden. 202 to 218. Nathaniel Alona. Wade Russ. Luke Borsma. I remember that name. Owen Bills.
Yeah.
Owen Bills is from Marengo. He's a dirt bike kid. He's a motocross kid. Vaughn Anderson. Emmanuel Garcia. Is Legacy out of like Marengo, or is that just another Owen Bills?
I don't know. I'm so sick of all these cool names for clubs. Can't they just go back to the stuff they did back in the day? Like, I'm from Rochelle Wrestling Club. I'm from Belvedere Wrestling Club. No, now I got like cool names. I got to figure out where the kid's from.
Yeah, I know, Mark. I'm actually like, again, I said the argument sounds like like you're like an old person or something like that. But it's like, it's so interesting how we do things that make it more difficult to follow along people, right? And if everything is marketing and advertising, like how do you get your name out? How do you get representation? How do you communicate? It's like we make it so complicated with like the Razorbacks. It's like, well, nobody knows the Razorbacks, like where are you from? So I would love it if everything was just limited to name and like address. Where are you address? What's your address? Because it'd be easier for people to know like, oh, that kid's from Belvedere, that kid's from whatever. So I just feel like that it'd be a simpler process.
Sometimes that address thing gets a little tricky.
Yeah, parts unknown.
Homeless.
Yeah.
Homeless.
It lives in a van down by the road.
I like that, Mark. That's the thing. Homeless. That'd be a badass club name.
Yeah.
226 to 267. Tegan Moreno out of Relentless. Who's that, dog?
Dundee Crown.
You know him, Stewie?
Yeah. His grandpa or his dad's the nicest dude. He brings all the Dundee Crown kids over to Relentless.
He won.
And then his nephew is Colton Moreno. He's a cool wrestling dad, so he's automatically makes his kid better, according to you, Jim.
Well, he's a winner. Jaden Lambert. And then we're going to jump all the way down to fifth place. Benjamin Schaefer and then Peyton Vigna out of Coal City. So Coal City has a good heavyweight this year. And then we go into men's college open. So that's it for that tournament. I know that was probably boring and butchered, but it was
necessary. We got to figure out who is wrestling.
Real quick for the viewers, if you saw me laughing, I was not laughing at people's names or anything like that. It was at Jim's pronunciations at times. I loved it. And I
thought I did fairly well. I don't hear.
You actually did it. There was like 7 names that I just was like, what did he say?
You did it better than some of these announcers at the these tournaments.
Yes. I had a job offer this weekend that would require pronunciation of names, and I'm thinking about taking it. No, that human resources for Ray Rice Plumbing. I need a new human resources person, and I think I might be the person.
I thought it was going to be for the light switch duties at wrestling events.
Listen to me. Here's the problem with the light switch guy. There's no in between. You're either right or you're wrong. It's either on or off. The light switch is a harder job than you think. It
You
really
prefer to be
is.
in the gray area.
I do.
Yeah.
I want to stay right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, speaking of light switch, so is that the job that you had yesterday?
Partially.
Okay. Well,
The other job was we were doing donation. We had a hydration tent set up. And Ray Rice did a beautiful job setting it up. He got there. Dude, you want to hear a story? I had to wait for my jeans to dry to leave the house because I only have one pair of pants that don't have stains or rips in them. I'm down to one pair of pants. I'm like, listen, I'll just go there and look presentable. So I had to let my jeans dry before I could leave.
okay. So you were late?
I was late. I was very late. And Ray had
2
to
days
go.
in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. And then tomorrow morning, well, I work tomorrow morning. So you know how that's going to go. Say it right now.
You're making a habit out of it.
I'm habitually late. I used to work with a guy named Harold Dickinson. We'd be going driving to Dubuque, and I would like stop somewhere and just start, we'd go into a gas station and grab something, and I would talk to somebody, and he'd say, "Listen, like you're going to make us late habitually. Like you don't even know what you're doing.
Yeah.
But you have to be late."
Yeah.
So maybe I do.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, so you guys were at the little event at Relentless. How was it?
It was awesome.
Yes.
It's really good.
It was there were some good matchups, man. There really was. Like I thought about this too. There's so many good. We were talking about this last podcast too. Like there's little kids, I don't know how little they are. They're young. There's like young kids. They're small. They're 70 pounds or less, 80 pounds or less, and they're 8 years old or less, and they're just so good. They're already so good.
I talked to Stott about this. I said, I had this debate with buddies of mine who are really good. And they're like, oh, I would kill that kid. These kids aren't that. And I said, you're out of your mind. These kids would beat the brakes off of us. I said, we may have been like a tougher generation, but technically, I'm looking at 9-year-olds yesterday who are advanced, who are so far advanced technically. They're better than some of the best high school kids I coached around 2010. They're just that well coached. Their kids are so well coached up.
Well, the other thing is it's social media. They can sit there and watch some of the slickest moves, watch a reel after reel after reel after reel.
Well, I just look at it like this. This is the easiest analogy. When I was growing up, we had like guys that might have wrestled that were in their 40s showing you some wrestling moves. Kids today, just look in a small area. You could be trained at 4 years old by Josh Elber, who's a 4-time state champ, who was a Division I wrestler. You could drive 20 minutes later, and you can run in, and you can go do a private with Dalton Bullard, who's got 4 state medals, 2-time D3 All-American. You can go 35 more minutes, and you can end up and you can wrestle for Jordan Bland and Ryan Prater. Jordan 3-time All-American, Prater D3 champ, round of 12 in Division I. It's unreal, and that's not uncommon. You can go right up north, and you can head into go wrestle at BAM, Team Nazar. You can keep going to Brunson. There's just so many that did not exist for me. Like in 2000, when I left high school, that was the first year of overtime. Was the first year we had like an elite off-season club. So it's like, yeah, these kids have just the superior coaching, and so they're superior technically than we are. It's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of I think I don't know if I was talking to whoever it was, but I was watching Damian Hahn wrestle Bader from Arizona State, Ryan Bader from Arizona State, and just looking at how like very very basic their approach was, so different than what the guys are wrestling at the highest level right now. It's another reason why it's so critical that good coaches in general, people who want to help kids, have to continue to study wrestling and be on the mat and refine what is working and what is the best techniques and what is the most like prominent feels, I guess, in the sport. But yeah, a lot of good coaches out there, a lot of young people that are still on the mats. Obviously, access to gyms is growing, right? You got gyms at houses now. COVID was so incredibly good for that. Like, I think it made people so comfortable with putting a wrestling mat in their home, which now it's like, that's like all right, now you can have practice whenever you want. You can invite people over and you can make yourself better. Like you said, when we were younger, you had to go somewhere to get on a mat, and when you did, you just didn't have access to the same type of coaches and practice partners, and it's at a whole nother level right now.
For sure. Yeah, just like watching these little guys, man, it's amazing. Like, and I don't know. I mean, I haven't been around the game that long. I just know that you go to a high school duel and watch some wrestling, and it wouldn't be nearly as technically, as sounded. Well, I mean, of course, these were feature matches, so maybe that's not a fair like comparison. But you know what I mean? These little guys are so damn good doing like high level stuff.
How'd my guy Grady do yesterday?
Grady wrestled Ziller.
Dude, that was the most impressive
who
match.
won that?
Glowacki pinned him.
No way, really?
But
yeah, and here's the thing.
Both studs.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, though. The technique that the wrestling, like I know Aiden was up close to it and saw it. Dude, it was so high level and scrappy, and like the transitions and the reattacks, and like they ended up in a spot in the end of the first. Was it the end of the first where like Glowacki got in so deep on a shot, almost finishes. Ziller sits the corner, locks up a cradle, but neither guy has control. They're both like stuck there, and it was just so slick. And then to see like Glowacki had so much respect for Ziller in that situation. Like if I push this, try and finish this takedown, I might end up on my back. Ziller has such a tight cradle locked up in that little bit of like scramble that they ended up in, gets that cradle locked up, and you're just like, wow. And then like everybody's yelling, stalemate. I'm just like, it's not a stalemate yet. Like you got to let this go a little bit. And the period is coming to an end, but it was just so slick.
Yeah,
they're both so good.
Yeah, they're great. I mean, they're great examples of the talent that's coming up. I bring up Ziller a lot just because we've seen him a lot at the barn or at the shed, and Ziller. No matter what the result is, Ziller is coming too. He has all the talent in the world. So
for sure, he was here today. Who did he wrestle today, dog?
I didn't
Babcock, probably.
Yeah, he was with Babcock's, I believe. But yeah, both of them are just awesome kids.
Yeah.
Little Zaff last night wrestled Anderson from Harvard.
That was a good match.
Zaff's stance, like his ability, like he's like it's like when you talk to a college kid, they talked to Lucas Bird, or who was it at NWCA last night, the All-Star Duel. They said like, you never come out of your stance. And it's like your stance is everything to me. When you watch Zaff wrestle last night, like I'm not saying that weren't other reasons why he beat Anderson. Anderson's scrappy as hell. He's all over the place and just looking to score and attack. And like I said it to Stott, Zaff will win this match if he keeps coming out of his stance, because Zaff will never come out of his stance. He's not coming out of his stance. You get high and and he just comes flying through. That was like something that basic is so impressive to me, because it's like, did you struggle with high school kids that are really good? And you're like, stay in your stance. Stay in your stance. And they're like bouncing around. Dude, Zaff never broke stance. He was never in bad position.
Yeah, he's another one that's tough and up and coming. State champ last year.
Yeah, definitely. He might have bonused his way through it.
Yeah. At state or this
at state.
Yeah. Who did you say he wrestled yesterday?
Anderson Gonzalez from Harvard. Okay. He was an IESA runner-up, but that was a good match. I mean, like Anderson wrestled so tough in positions where you like, oh, he's going to get scored on right now, and then he didn't, or it took Zaff a lot more work than you would have thought, because Anderson is just so tough, scrappy, but he's raw.
Yeah,
he's really raw as a wrestler. He's got a lot of his ceiling's got to be really high if he really sticks with it and is willing to learn.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, it sounded like I saw some of the video. I was golfing for most of the day yesterday, but I did see some of the setup, and I thought that was cool that it looked like a real cool setup inside the gym, kind of like a I don't know, what would you call it? Open house for the gym, right? Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, they have it set up right. They have like food and shit up front, off in the corner, and then we got our tent set up outside. It wasn't cold, it wasn't hot. Rained a little bit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
no, it
Perfect.
works. And they have a big upstairs where you can just you can see everything from upstairs.
Hey,
But
Aiden
another-
coached. Aiden was coaching with. He was on. Him and Jimmy were coaching one team.
Yeah. Who won?
Aiden swears he won, and he may be right, but I will say this: the Narden boys are highly competitive. Obviously, Aiden was actually really pissed off that and pretty upset at the end because like they were saying they lost by 2, and he was saying that he's accusing the score table, which would be Ryan Prater and Jordan Blanton, of not actually starting the team score right away, and that they technically won.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jordan admitted that he didn't start keeping track until 8 matches in and had to go back and try and remember scores.
Actually, Narden threatened to take Miles Davis and and maybe beat him up. I don't know.
Wait, so you're telling me they didn't keep score at first?
Yeah.
Sounds sketchy.
Aiden did though. Aiden has the score.
Okay, so he knows the score. All right. Well, at least
Which team won?
At least somebody was on top of it. I mean, they announced that they had 2 teams and 2 coaches on 2 teams. So I mean, why wouldn't you keep score?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if
I think they meant to. I think Jordan just forgot to start the score right away because he was so excited and he's getting into it. And
Yeah, a lot of
but
hats.
Aiden was over there with like a notebook, and pen and paper, baby.
Yeah.
Like a stat girl.
Yeah, Aiden's on top of everything. If you didn't know, Aiden is Mark Stewart's informative. So any type of information that Mark Stewart comes on the podcast with, I've heard that's where he gets it from. So
Nope, only my incoming freshman. I did consult. I knew Narden. I knew that actually Aiden would know more than his own brother, who was in that class.
yeah,
So I was like, perfect. You two right here. I need this.
yeah.
You're
I had like
Brandon's
5
brother, right?
names.
Say that
They're
again.
talking to you.
Brandon's your brother, right?
Yes, Brendan.
Brandon. Yep. Been on some dual teams with him before. Yep.
Look,
I only had about 5 of the kids. The rest came from I needed confirmation. And then like I thought certain kids would be bigger names, and they're like, no, you're wrong, not that kid. I'm like, oh.
No, I'm just kidding, Mark. You are well in the know.
I try to be somewhat.
Yeah, we've assembled a good squad. Speaking of, before we get into
hold on, let me talk about one real good match yesterday.
Okay.
So Carter Noonan's original matchup didn't work out. I don't remember. Delali, who was he? Dalia. He was supposed to wrestle Dalia. Dalia got sick, didn't come to the event. So Noonan, I don't know. Can you say he bumped up a weight class? Noonan, wrestled a bigger kid. Dale, who was it? Dale Montemuro. Am I saying it right?
Dale
Montemuro. Okay, that was super. They went into overtime. That was a good one. That was a real good one.
Montemuro wrestled 2 matches, right? He won both his matches.
He also wrestled Remke.
Yep. Where is he out of?
He's out of BAM.
Okay, yeah. He went 2-0. He got 2 little Fright Night winner plaques.
Yeah, he's tough.
Awesome. Yeah, if you beat Carter Noonan, you got to be tough.
Yeah, that was. I mean, it was. I don't even know what it was. It was a 3-3 or 4-4 match going into overtime, I believe.
So I got to give CJ a shout out. So ironically, yesterday I've got a good friend of mine that I've done some business with over the years. That's next door neighbors to the Noonans. This guy knows absolutely nothing about wrestling, and he has me trick out his side-by-sides for duck hunting. So you got a new side-by-side. He brought it down yesterday. I tricked it out in my shop. He comes to pick it up. He's telling me stories about CJ, and he said he's in the backyard. You know, could be the hottest day of the summer. He's out there, push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, running. He said, this kid's insane, man. He said he just trains on his own. He said, you know, most of these kids, they got their dads out there pushing them. He said, nah, CJ, he's an animal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Carter's he's got everything. Like I said, another super talented kid, regardless of winning and losing in the short term. Guarantee he's going to be in some high regard.
He gets it
as
from his
gets older.
mom, you know.
Yeah.
Gosh, he can get it from Josh.
Yeah. I think I mean, probably both, right? All right. So next up, should we jump into the P&L? So there's some prominent results here. Jim, you had some information on some of these big matches.
I know that I only really know of one.
But it's a
At
big one, right?
Yeah, set the 175 finals with Brody Kelly, 175 state champ, ICC. Wrestled Max DeBolt out of, I believe he's Ames high school kid. And Kelly, where's he at?
Yeah.
Centennial.
But Kelly over DeBolt 10-8.
And obviously that's a big national match. But
Well,
also...
DeBolt's a sophomore who bumped up a weight class for that.
Okay.
He's his dad said he's never making 65 again.
Yeah,
he's
he
not.
Was 60. No,
he
60,
well into the 90s. I've heard.
That was his last Super 32 finals. Was the last time he was a 65 pounder.
Okay.
Yeah, he's huge.
So Brody Kelly beats a Super 32 finalist.
Yep.
And top kid. And again, so that is suggesting that Brody Kelly's going to be at 175 this season.
Yeah, I would assume.
Which
unless
again,
but I mean that's 4 months from now too.
It is 4 months from now. I would give you that, but if you're making it in November, there might be a chance that you're going to make it in. It depends on the 190-pound weight class, obviously, right? But when it comes to certification, he's going to be close to the weight to certify and be able to go 75. Obviously, we all know this game. If you certify, you always have the ability to drop back down. So if he's at 175 today, I would
he could
assume
wrestle 90 all year.
Yeah, I'm assuming he's going to certify, wrestle 90 as much as he can, and then, or maybe not, or wrestle 90 until he decides whether or not 90 is the weight class or not. So, it's
some other P&L results, because I did go through a bunch of it before I got annoyed. I did stick to just juniors. Nico Odiati took 4th at 13. Vince DeMarco was at 13. He did not place. I think whatever bracket they put him into after the pool play, he went 0-2. I think it was the first place bracket. Morante took 5th or 6th at 26.
Yeah.
Griff Powell took 3rd at 32. Griff Powell's the kid who's like really came up. He's always been good. Dude, he's been real good lately.
Yeah, didn't he have a crazy state tournament last year?
He took 6th. He lost to Cassiope last year, but he just had a real good preseason nationals.
Yeah, this year he won preseason nationals. Then he goes into this, but I could have swore was he a junior or a senior?
He's a senior this year.
He's a senior.
So I think he's a 4-time placer though.
Griff Powell, no way.
No, I believe last year was his first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know Perez was there. Josiah Perez and Isaiah Perez were both at P&L today, but I don't know how to look up their results.
Got it. Like what place they were.
Yeah, taking? I know what team they were on. I just don't know how to.
What weights were they at?
120s. Josiah was at 126 and Isaiah was at 132.
No, 26.
Oh, 20 and 26?
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm already wrong.
That's the same weights they were at last year, if I remember right.
No, they were 13 and 20.
Yeah.
Were they?
Yeah.
I got you. All right. So P&L. Big match by Kelly and a couple others doing well. Yeah.
P&L's crazy good though. You start. I stopped after that. I'd spent so much time trying to figure it out, and I'm like this. I needed to go to eat dinner.
Yeah.
I looked at 190. I did have it right, and then I backed out of it. And I couldn't get back in what I was doing. But I looked at 190. Keaton Moeller out of Iowa won it all. but I believe Keaton Muller was a 2-2 kid at Super 32 with 190.
Yeah.
So obviously, you know, all your brackets are going to be different. And then, you know, a real good P&L kid would be Lincoln Jip, but I believe he's not back yet. But at 190, Bettendorf kid. So how do
Is
I?
he at
so
90
what
or is he going to be at 75?
90, I'm sure. What am I looking at? 120 juniors. Josiah Perez lost his first one. Oh fuck, he had a tough tournament. So he lost his first two. So if you lose your first two, are you done? I know it might sound like a stupid question, but I know the way these
Tournaments.
brackets work.
Yeah, I don't know. You said
No, P&L places out to like the last wrestlers. So they put them in different like brackets. So
Yeah.
you could find him in pool play. He might have went 0-2 in the pool, and then they based off that, they like
Josiah took 22nd.
Yeah. Once you lose in your pool, you kind of just jump out of the championship brackets.
All right. What did Isaiah do then?
1 second.
And then there'd be one more Oregon kid, Jordan Lowe, which I have no idea what weight he would have been. I mean, I bet he was at 13. I'll look. See me saying a normal bracket.
Isaiah took 20th.
2-0.
Yeah.
Can you look up Jordan Lowe? I'm at 113. I'm looking for his name.
Was he?
Lowe, Lowe.
They were all wrestling for big game.
Yes. I wouldn't imagine Lowe's down to 6 or 106 already.
Lowe was at 13.
I don't even see his name anywhere. But
Lowe took 20th.
Okay.
All right.
So what is that? Like 1-2 or 2-2? Like how do you take?
no.
Like,
Once you get into that, so they separate it into like 4-man groups. So then there's like first through 4, or like the top 4 go into the goal.
So you have to win your first match.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
All of it. You have to win your pool in order to go to the championship bracket.
And is it seeded or not?
No, I would assume they seed after you win out of your pool.
Well, I do believe it is seeded originally in the pool as well. I believe what they do is you enter it's like anytime you enter your kids into a tournament, they have their accolades or whatever, and then based off that, they filter them out into different spots.
Yeah,
and then
like this.
Yeah, and then after that, based on the results of that pool, then they put you into another pool. Technically, your top, however it works, and it's crazy. You can look it up.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm over it. I'm over it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was the P&L. The next up on the docket we had was Clarion Open college.
Clarion Open was wild.
Yeah.
Ben Davino. I watched Ben Davino's final match. Ben won.
Yeah. So Ben Davino wins 132 or
30,
yeah, I mean 3.
Sorry.
What was crazier? The craziest thing to me is you go to 49. Jackson Joy, Cornell unattached, pins returning All-American Ethan Stiles, right?
Who's this?
Oh, Jackson Joy. Jackson Joy from Ohio.
Yep.
He pins Ethan Stiles. So Joy pins Stiles, gets the finals. He gets majored 11-1 by Bo Bassett. Like,
and the
Bo
one
Bassett,
point was a cautions point. It wasn't a stall, it wasn't an escape, it was a cautions.
Yeah. Then meanwhile, one of Illinois' own, one of those Bethotto kids, but Caleb Tyus from SIU turns around and beats Ethan Stiles in the third place match.
Our wrestling math broke.
Yeah. And then you got Bazakis makes 25 and gets beat 5-4 by his teammate Macron, which I think there was a lot of speculation that could happen.
Yeah.
Macron's really good too, but I can't believe Bazakis made it. Melvin Miller wins 165.
57, which is
He took out
57, sorry.
what you call it? He ranked 8th in the nation right now.
Yeah,
right?
he beat Brandon Cannon, but he beat him soundly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then Gray Burnett plays 6th. He's out of Perrysburg. Tough as shit. He's a high schooler too.
He was at the Nebraska trip, a recruiting trip, whatever you call it. Visit.
Yeah. Danny Martinez, Danny Martinez wrestled at the Preseason Nationals and then made 41 for SIU Edwardsville today as well. And he actually finished in 5th. He beat the Brogan Fielding from Ohio State in the 5th place match. So Danny, Mac Plus was doing big things Saturday at Fright Night, and then he wrestled 2 separate tournaments in one day in different parts of the country.
At a weight class that he is not making.
Yeah, but he made it today, and that's what's most important.
Yeah, that is.
Well, that explains him picking up Diego 4 hours late after practice today. Then he wasn't.
Yeah. Well,
there was one other thing that I thought was really crazy, and I know that probably Jim knows him well. Jude Carrera.
Cornell, yeah.
He's at Cornell, but dude, he beat Seth Shumate, the 1 seed. He does not even place. But after he gets beat, I think he got pinned by Jude. And then Jude lost in the semifinal wrestleback and ends up in 5th place, and we end up with Lucas Giag beating Ryder Rogatsky. So like the second and third string Ohio State guys make the finals. The number 1 kid at Ohio State at 97 doesn't place. And Jude Carrera sticks him in the wrestlebacks anyways.
Yeah, wild stuff. Tell me if this is right. I mean, so in the quarterfinal round, Macron beats Zindun. Is that the Zindun that's going to Penn State?
Yes.
What's his first name?
And it's
Is it him?
Brandon Sidon?
Sidon?
Yeah.
Sorry. Sidon?
Yes.
Sidon?
He's going to Penn State?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, these high school kids are wrestling. I mean, again, this goes back to the talent stuff. The high school kids are wrestling in college opens. I think that's awesome. I think it's
awesome that you can do it.
Yeah. Let's go back to what I was about to say. It's awesome that you can do it if you can do it. Some states, like the state of Illinois, I don't think allows you to wrestle in college opens, which is a travesty.
In Illinois, I believe you can if they occur before the official start of the high school season.
So this one they could have attended.
Yes.
And Miller this coming weekend, that would qualify too.
Yeah.
Like the Val Hamilton case at the same time was going on when technically Cannon Webster wrestled in an open.
Yeah.
And kind of set that precedent that as an Illinois wrestler, you can compete in an open prior to the official start date of the IHSA wrestling season.
Okay. We got a little headway. Now, seeing how most open tournaments happen during the season,
Yeah.
I think it'd be nice to have the luxury of being able to do both, but we'll see. Because in Iowa, do they actually have the ability to do both throughout the season?
I think so.
So
And Iowa's weird. You can only wrestle in Iowa. You can't wrestle anybody but a neighboring state.
Yeah.
In season.
So that's
unless you wrestled a college open.
I believe so.
So the new rule for January of 26 IHSA, you're allowed 2 events per season for your club. Would that qualify?
Interesting. 2 per season. I don't know what that means. So
2
you can
in season or per season?
in season.
I-
You're allowed to compete in 2. I've got an email into Jim's buddy, trying to learn a little bit more about it. But yeah, I think if it's for your club, you're allowed to compete. It's the right to play, the new right to play thing that they voted on
Yeah.
late last season.
But there was only how is there a limit though? I thought that was just over the blanket that you can
That's
do.
what I'm trying to get clarification. What I read last time was you're allowed 2.
I got you. Well, there is some legislation that has gone through that might change some things, so we'll find out in the coming with just time. But at the Clarion Open, they had a whole bunch of high school kids wrestling and competing and doing well.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're okay, like for example, if Bishop McCourt's not going to compete in the Pennsylvania State Tournament, right? They are, but I'm saying if they weren't,
Yeah.
like so. Technically speaking, Lake Highland Prep, right? Lake Highland Prep can wrestle any tournament they want.
Yeah.
They're in the prep. They got rid of the Florida's as their governing body, and they're now a prep academy.
Yeah.
Right. So they're just going to wrestle national schedule.
Yeah.
Yep. I think you're going to see that regardless in the next, decade for sure. The national schedule makes sense for a lot of kids who are trying to continue to jump levels and chase the best competition. It's all going to be based off of whether or not smaller organizations allow like people competing, right? Like I think the rules will always like keep the better kids from competing against the kids that aren't as good, I guess, right? If that makes sense. Like if you go on and compete at a national level, the rules will probably always like try to hinder them coming back and competing with everybody else. But that's just historically speaking. I don't know if that will change with all this legislation stuff.
Well, let's get Ehler to give us some down south dope on what's going on.
Yeah, what's up?
Like what's going on down there?
Not too much, man. It's been pretty quiet. I don't know. Just wrapping up the postseason stuff locally, and I haven't heard a whole lot.
Now, a lot of kids, obviously down south, there's a lot smaller school size, right? So are a lot of kids that wrestle just they automatically play football? Do they do stuff in the fall?
So Logan Patton out of Unity, he runs his off-season stuff, Patton trained. Then obviously you got that's out of Tolono, and then south you got Daisy Fresh. I don't know, is King still doing stuff down at King Select?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean those are the big ones. Patton's got a pretty solid room going in there. On Sundays he has a different college coach come in every Sunday and run practice. Some of the guys from the U of I will pop in from time to time from the RTC there and run practice. But
yes. How's that? So you're how's your boy, right? So how's the off season?
Well, he's had a short off season. He had his second knee surgery, and it was late June, early July. But he got cleared again in August and got rolling again. He's got a couple competitions under his belt, and he's 100%. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So he's back for the season for sure.
Yeah.
How's the access to the Illini RTC been? Like that's got to be something that's a resource, right?
Yeah. We really don't do much at the RTC. We'll do some stuff with Mike Poeta's son. Try and sneak in there one day a week if we can, if it works. Just getting everybody's schedules tough, but I mean the RTC guys are pretty good about like they'll go out and run practices for you outside the room. We haven't done anything inside of Huff though.
Oh, because I believe Wisconsin, going back to Wisconsin, they run practice that people they did throughout the summer. They had a morning practice for people. I went to Iowa RTC practice once this year. That was pretty good. They had a good turnout from Iowa kids that were there. I was just curious how many people are utilizing if it's that close,
Yeah, I mean, I honestly can't say.
Yeah, going back to traveling, how far do you have to travel to get the best coaching or competition practice? I mean, if you can get into a college room just because you're so close, it's like that's going to be helpful. Yeah.
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 for sure.
Obviously, Stilly Boys. Where'd you get that Stilly Boys shirt?
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I went to Okie State RTC practice as well. I mean, those guys got a lot going on in the RTC world.
They also got Coleman Scott with the garage.
Yeah, they have a lot going on. The farm, it's called.
The farm. Yeah, the farm.
And then the garage is what you're talking about, the Calavita, Sam Calavita thing.
Yeah.
I think it's Calavita, right? He's a conditioning coach guy out of California and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah.
They got one in Oklahoma City or Stillwater, sorry, that helps some of the Roman Bravo Young and some of the other guys out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
They've monopolized the hell out of it in Stillwater, dude. I mean, I'm not saying that they're going to beat Penn State soon. I do feel like they will get them at some point here.
I think they're just going to get second.
You just think they're going to get second over and over and over?
I just think Penn State's so badass. They are so good. Josh Barr might be injured, right? The word on the street is he's injured, correct? Am I correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to toss out – he's got 3 broken ribs. He'll be back. If he's not back, they're still going to throw out Mir Solo, and he's going to be top 4 in the country.
That's what I'm saying. And then go down to what's the weight class that there's a wrestle off?
41.
Name them. Sorry.
They're going to be a wrestle off at 41, probably Braden Davis and somebody. 33 might going to – yeah, it sounds like PJ Duke's going to go 57 and Kasich's going to redshirt, and then next year – PJ Duke will go 65 because what's his name will be gone? Messenbrink.
Yeah. Basically, their lineup is solid, and it is not getting unsolid.
Right.
So having 10 All-Americans returning, and then I mean they're just
I didn't say it would happen soon. I'm telling you. When Jax Forrest arrives with the Rainies, there's going to be a period in there where it could happen.
It could happen, but I mean, maybe it's going to be. I mean, Cal, they seem like they're very good at making sure all 10 weight classes are set up right now. So I'm saying I definitely think that you're onto something. I do think that parity in wrestling is coming. Because that Lachlan McNeil that's wrestling from Michigan, where was he at before this?
North Carolina.
So, like, if you see that, right? So the All-Star Classic had Oklahoma State, Swiderski, and this Lachlan McNeil. Both of those kids are transfer kids, and they're the best kids. So there's going to be more parity that comes from having these top, placing recruits get shifted around to the Oklahoma States, potentially to the Iowa States, to the Iowas, to the Minnesotas, to the Michigans. All are going to be able to contend with the behemoth that is Penn State.
Zach Ryder will beat Rocco Welsh this year.
Agreed.
Very possible.
It's not possible. It's going to happen.
Well, last year you told me Brandon Green was going to win state.
Well, Brandon Green, hey, listen, have you seen the text? I stand by what I said. The sun shines on a blind dog's ass sometimes. Dean Wainwright had his moment. I said it in the text that Junior Green will be at 144 this year. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now that will not happen anymore.
Well, I was just questioning.
He will be at 138, and he will come after Dean Wainwright and Taylor Finley. I believe he tech-falled Taylor Finley this summer.
Dude,
what's that? Finley's out now, but he'll be back. Taylor will be back.
I sat with him at practice last week and talked to him for 45 minutes. He told me he's not getting cleared till April or May. He had MCL and he had MCL and meniscus surgery.
Now, clarify who you're talking about. Taylor Finley.
Taylor Finley. He won 138, 1A last year for Unity.
Remember, I called it. I said if anybody could beat. Go ahead.
No, I'm not saying he wouldn't get released early, but he told me his goal right now was to be back for freestyle and Greco season. It was first play of the first game of the season, MCL and meniscus.
Football.
Yep.
Yeah. Guys, stop playing football.
I know. Not with that sport.
Yeah, it's a brutal thing. I think I was just talking to somebody about it. I mean, football is what it is. It's a collision sport. Like all you're doing is running against each other. And it's tough. I mean, if you have aspirations in wrestling, I remember vividly once I was focused on wrestling, people would ask me to play football. I said, listen, the last thing I'm going to deal with is an injury from from football that keeps me out of wrestling. Wrestling is too important to me. And I think, if people are, if wrestling's important, I think you got to protect yourself. And that sport is just it's a crash car sport, demolition derby, hit each other as hard as you can. But either way, that was fun, guys. I don't know if you guys have anything else on the docket, anything else you got in mind. Otherwise, we can end it there. We'll catch up this next week for rankings, so we can get a preseason rankings list out there. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, I think we followed everything, right? Like we did everything we were supposed to do. Commits, tournaments. Well, I got one. Dog, you do this though, because I'll be bad at. Look how good this Marmion Tournament is.
Oh man, it's stacked.
Last year was good. It really was. This year it's way better.
Yeah.
Can you pull it up, or can I? Or
I have the team list here.
Check out. Listen to this team list.
So the $1 million question is Marmion going to wrestle their roster in this tournament? Because last year, I mean, the dog ate the homework. They had like 27 kids injured, and somebody got lost on the way to the tournament. And anyways, go ahead.
All right. So starting off, we got Marmion, Portage, Indiana, Caneland, Oakwood, Quincy, Plainfield North, Civic Memorial, Crown Point, Indiana, Oak Park, Lockport, West Chicago, West Aurora, Mahomet Seymour, Evergreen Park, Mount Carmel, Marist, Hononegah, Fremd, St. Pat's, Chatham Glenwood, Antioch, Warren, Marion Central, Lincoln Way West, Washington, Huntley, Naperville Central, and Notre Dame.
You're missing IC and Montini, and then
are they coming?
There's
now?
nothing. No, I'm just saying you're missing. No. I mean, those are the two teams that are missing that would make it the ultimate.
If everybody
technically
doesn't dodge
speaking,
everybody,
we could get. Not saying. I mean, there is some rumors going around he might be wrestling heavyweight, but let's just say he wrestles in 190. We could get Aaron Stewart, Jimmy Massney, Marco Casillas from Mahomet,
Lucas Nance,
the Washington stud.
Hoffer's at 215.
Oh.
215.
Nance from Frem. And then who's Crown Point? I guarantee Crown Point's
loaded. Crown Point's going to be loaded. Yep.
Wow.
So you could see Joey Clinton Shepard.
Yep, he'll be at 150. So we're hoping Brendan gets him.
And Hononegah's there, so you'll have.
One what are you doing?
Or not?
Brendan's not going 150. He's going a secret weight.
Oh, exactly.
Secret weight. You don't know what weight he'd be at.
Yeah.
Secret weights. So you said, Jim, you were talking about Cassiopei's. One of them or both of them? Is Bruno
one of them's
healthy?
Be at 150, right? I
don't
know.
Rocco should be at 50, and Bruno's probably going to be at 57, maybe 65. Those two don't stop growing. He might end up at 75, and Rocco might end up at 65 by wrestling season.
Yeah.
They do grow. Those kids grow. There's something in their bone density. We talked about this last week out west, in the bone density and the water and the paint chips.
Well, especially in the Roscoe area, they have.
They live under telephone lines and they eat paint chips. And then the water and Elber and Hano and something happens. Yeah, the asbestos. And then all of a sudden you have denser bones and they never stopped growing.
Yeah. Well, I need to figure out what happened because I stopped growing a real.
You didn't eat you forgot to eat paint chips.
Yeah. I stopped doing that.
Golf stunted your growth.
Yeah. No, I didn't start that till later.
You were. Yeah, nothing.
All right. Well, guys,
Yeah.
that was a great one. We will catch up next week. So see ya.